Hey friends, how's it going? Ash here. Welcome back to Extra Gents Scents. Hope that you're doing well. Today I'm going to be taking a look at a fragrance from a fragrance house that I have not covered yet, whether on this channel or the main channel, and that is this one, State of Mind, and the fragrance, Open Mind. State of Mind, Open Mind. And I think I got a special box. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to come this way anyway. Mine says Open Mind upside down. So I guess whoever in the fragrance factory that day was just like half asleep, hadn't had their coffee, and they put it on there upside down and either didn't look at it or did and went, good enough. Keep it moving. I slid that too hard. It's like the old video game Tapper. Anybody remember that? Look, that was before my time, so like, you know, don't age me based off that, but I know what it is. So yeah, State of Mind, Open Mind. Beautiful bottle here that we'll take a closer look at in just a second. Basically, everything from this house is based around tea in one way or another, and this fragrance is no different. Tea plays a big part in it. At full retail, this is gonna run you 285 bones for a 100 ml size bottle. That's right, about $300 for a 100 ml size. If you don't want to pay full retail, they do have it at So Avant-Garde, which is linked in the description, and you can use the code there, Ashton20, for 20% off your order. So that would be at least a little bit off, 20% off, better than 0% off. And that's good for most everything on that website. So they have a whole bunch of other stuff there as well, not just this. And I do have this linked in the description below if you want to check it out down there. Let's kick it off by taking a gander at the presentation here. It is a pretty nice presentation. We'll start with the box. So this is the outer box, has on the front there, State of Mind, and then my fragrance again, upside down, Open Mind. Up top, you have the logo, name of the house once again. On the side, you have by Catherine Ballandina, and then on the other side, the same thing. On the back, you have the name of the house, you have the concentration, the size, again, 100 ml is the size, and on the bottom, you have your ingredient information and your barcode. So then you open up the outer box, like so, and you have an inner can, a presentation inside a presentation section. So the little can has the logo and name of the house once again, and you just, yeah, you get one of those. Sounded like a surprise can or something, like they're gonna have little snakes fly out when I do that. There's a little triangle foam cut out there that the bottle sits inside of. Let's do that again. Boop. Or like champagne or something. And then we have the bottle. Again, I think it looks beautiful. Cool color, nice light blue tinge to it. Nice triangle shape. Got the logo on the bottom of the bottle that looks really nice. Name of the fragrance, name of the house right there on the front of the bottle, two sides of the bottle. On the back, you have a little sticker with your badge code. Badge code is 0278. It's down in the corner. And the cap is magnetic, but, whoa, that's not a strong magnet. No, it is not. So I've started to do this a little bit when I'm talking about individual fragrances. Can you pick it up by the cap? Well, let's test. Oh, no, you cannot. Don't try to pick this one up by the cap. You'll end up with a shattered bottle, my friend. I don't even know if it can just hold the bottle weight, even if you just, okay, barely move it. It can do that. You barely move it though. Ooh, coming right off. I know a lot of people do not care about that. I know that's really not a big deal at the end of the day. You're not supposed to pick up a bottle by its cap, but most of us do anyway. Pretty heavy bottle and cap, so yeah. I don't know if I would have gone with another design, but it still looks nice. Let's go ahead, do a couple sprays. Gonna get out a tester strip here. Most fragrances from State of Mind would be considered unisex, I believe. A lot of them lean feminine. This one leans more masculine though. And it could be one that tricks you a little bit if you just look at the coloration here, because you look at this and you probably think, oh, ultra super mega fresh aquatic. It's not really that. So when you first give this one a blast on your skin, you're going to get melon off the top, also a bit of lime. So it's a nice fresh opening, a little bit sweet, fruity, inviting. It has kind of an ozonic open as well. You know, it's got an airiness to it. It's got a zest to it when you first spray it on. And when you first spray it on, it does come across more like it's gonna be a really fresh scent with like woody undertones. But pretty quickly, the fragrance is like, oh, hey, you thought we were doing that? No, we're actually doing this over here. And what is that thing that they are doing over here? Well, it is a fragrance that's quite woody. Hinoki wood, very prominent in here. You also have cypress, has a little bit of a smokiness that comes through. It is quite aromatic, a little bit tart at times, zingy also. The tea note that's in here is green tea. You can pick that up really early on. And those are going to be the things that really carry this after maybe 5 minutes or so. So yeah, first 5 minutes are going to be more sweet and fresh, and again, ozonic, airy, melon and lime. So easy going. And then a hard right into hinoki wood green tea territory. At times it even comes across like you have some of the like the needles from, if that's what they're called, from cypress and hinoki wood, and you just gave them a good rub. It has a hint of earthiness in there as well, especially as it hits the mid and into the dry down. And it could be one of those fragrances for a lot of people that it doesn't work. Now, hear me out. It's not that it smells bad. I think it actually smells really interesting. I dig it. And it does have, you know, a slight aquatic feel to it at times, like clean meeting dirty. So you have aspects of it, like that ozonic bit from the opening as it dries, little bits of the green tea even that are clean. But then you have that hinoki and the cypress, and the way that it comes across has a touch of earthiness to it, has a touch of that green aspect not done in a very sweet, almost fantastical way. I don't mean it like a big epic or anything, but you know, sometimes you get green notes in fragrances where they're obviously sweetened up past the point of it being something you would smell naturally. The green aspects here are kept more grounded in reality as you head through the mid and the dry down. And so you have these two kind of, not really warring, but these two aspects of the fragrance that kind of play off of each other. I find it interesting. I think it smells pretty good. But a lot of people, I think, looking at this presentation, just the name, Open Mind, and, you know, green tea in there, hinoki wood, you know, that sounds romantic, I would imagine, to some people. They see that and they're like, oh, hinoki wood, interesting. Melon, oh, that's nice, I like melon. And so when they first spray it on, they're gonna go, oh, that is pretty nice, yeah. And as it dries down, they go, I don't like that. This whole woody thing, I don't know about that. I like it sweet. I like that more. So I could see that happen. I could see that happening, absolutely. But to me, it's actually really, like I said before, interesting. It's wearable. It's a little twist, a little change compared to what most other fragrances are doing out there. And I respect it for that. I think it smells pretty good. Off a tester strip, be aware when you spray it on, you might get a little Windexy vibe. Not super pleasant, and the woodiness does not really open up on a tester strip the same way it does on your skin. So if you get this one in, like a sample of it, or you go to a store or something and they happen to have this, if you really want to test this out, spray it on your skin. Tester strip is not going to give you the whole vibe, and it's frankly off. It doesn't smell the same. Sometimes tester strips can be great tools that are quite similar to how it comes across on skin. Other times it's like just completely lost in translation. This is one of those cases. Overall, in terms of seasonality, for me, this is gonna be more spring, fall, and you can wear it in summer also. In summer, I would caution you against going crazy heavy because of the way that the hinoki comes across in the mid with the cypress, that green tea. And there's actually cade in here as well, and gaiac wood. So that's giving you that puff of smoke that you can sometimes pick up. In summer, you go heavy with this. In the opening, you'll be like, oh, I'm good, no problem. But then as it hits the dry down, it may not come across quite as nicely. But if you don't wear as much of it, won't run into that problem so much. Performance is decent here, a little bit above average for this type of fragrance with, again, that type of bottle. You would think it's probably gonna be weak, you know, something that lasts 3-4 hours and then it's gone, but it's actually pretty solid. A little bit above average as far as longevity goes. Projection is good through the mid, I would say. So overall, pretty good. No problems, no qualms with the performance whatsoever. Oh, and as far as daytime, evening use, it leans more toward daytime use overall. So there we have Open Mind. Beautiful presentation, well, the bottle mainly. Champagne can, standard box. Bottles the same. If you're looking for something that is a change of pace from your typical fresh fragrance, then this is worth a look, especially if you enjoy greener, woodier fragrances that do have a touch of earthiness to them, a little puff of smoke that you can occasionally pick out, but still overall, in spite of those things, leans more toward the fresh side of things than it does the dark and heavy side of things and the mysterious side of things. If you're somebody who prefers your fragrances to have a little bit more of a natural lean to them, this may also be interesting to you. The opening itself doesn't really smell all that natural. The melon and lime smells pleasant, yes, but natural, not necessarily. But the longer it stays on your skin, the more natural smelling it gets. Now, I'm not saying it's a picture perfect, you know, photorealistic, natural kind of woody scent, but I would say as it dries, it leans a little more natural woody than it does something that's, I don't know, like a perfumey fragrance, you know? Something where you smell it and maybe, yes, it smells very good, but when you smell it, you go, yeah, there's nothing in like the natural world that smells like that. This leans more toward the natural side than it does that side. So be aware of that as well, because I know some people actually have reached out to me over the years and said they actually don't like fragrances that have more of a natural lean to it. There we go, open mind. That will do it for me. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys later.